Hey everyone, it's Tamara Thompson with Broadcast Your Authority TV, and I'm super excited because I'm at TNC today, and it is such an amazing event with amazing speakers and a lot of female powerhouses in here today and the rest of the week, basically. So we have Laura Belgray, and she actually flew in from New York, right?
I did. I flew in a little earlier in the week, like last Thursday, so I've been here for a while.
And she has a great company, and it's funny about it because it's called Talking Shrimp, and I thought to myself, why in the world would it be called Talking Shrimp? But then I thought about it again, it got my attention.
It started out as just a tax strategy. Our accountant said to me and my husband, you two should incorporate, pick a name, preferably one that has an available URL. And he's in restaurants, I'm in writing. We're like, what can apply to both of us or neither of us or mean anything? I didn't know what I was going to do with it. And would you believe Talking Shrimp was not taken?
I wouldn't have thought of taking that name. I mean, first off, I'm allergic to shrimp, but at the second off, I'm not allergic to copy, and I love copy, and she writes really good copy. So you can tell me a little bit more about just kind of how you got going with that, with your background, who you work with, and things like that.
Well, I go way back to the early 90s, and I started in magazines after college, after doing some sad bartending gigs that I sucked at. And I got into magazines and then went from magazines. A friend of mine from Spy Magazine, which was the first place I worked, was writing promos.
Those are like the 30-second little promos, because I've seen on your site, can you name some of the promos that you've worked on?
I did them for so many years that they're a bunch, but you've probably seen the one for Bravo, for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That one's a live shoot promo, which was like high concept, and then a whole bunch that are for old shows like the Dick Van Dyke Show.
That's awesome. And so you've been working, obviously doing copy and creating all these amazing things, and I think copy is probably the most important thing to be able to capture people's attention, other than visuals in the sense of being in video production, but being able to match that with the clear message and things like that. And I know one person that does that really well is Marie Forleo, and you're actually someone that actually works directly with her. How did you get to meet Marie?
Marie and I met in hip-hop class at Crunch in the early 2000s.
I've seen her post all of her dance moves on her Instagram and stuff. I'm like, this girl likes to dance. So.
She loves to dance, and I did not like her at first. I found her so annoying. She was this annoying chick in the front row with flat abs, big boobs, tight butt, bouncy thick hair, and perfect moves. Hits every move, and really fun attitude, which drove me crazy. But then we started talking one day, and she turned out to be super nice. And I was like, damn it, now I have to like her. Eventually, she kind of lured me into her world of online business. I didn't even mean to have a business at all, but she said when I was starting Talking Shrimp as just a site for my promos for more TV clients, she said, you're going to have a blog, right? And I was like, oh, isn't it too late to have a blog? It was 2009. She was like, no, you moron, you have to have a blog. She was like, and what's your opt-in? It's like, my what in? And so she diagrammed on a piece of paper, this was before B-School existed, diagrammed how you make an opt-in. Just on her yellow pad. She's like, you're going to sign up for AWeber back then, and you're going to do this, and then you're going to send them another email. So that started my business, really.
How do you approach a business when you first talk to someone? If someone sends you their website and they're like, yeah, I really would like to work with you, what is that process like to, first steps coming in?
First steps, if they want to book with me, they book with me. I don't do sales calls. So they would sign up for maybe a power hour, or maybe they want to just dip their toe and have a kiddie cone, which is a half hour. And I send them the Talking Shrimp Getting Started doc, which is a Google Doc, and they fill it out, and it really helps them get clear on who their ideal customer is. They don't know what they have to say that's really good. They have so much to say that is pure gold, but they don't know it, they don't hear it from that perspective. So often them talking to me, I will say, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Did you write that? And they'll say, well, I just said it, And so they have no idea how brilliant they are and how much great stuff they have. They have the copy. It's just up here, and they're trying to think. They're trying to come up with stuff by thinking rather than by doing and writing. Writing is a great way to get clarity.
No, I really appreciate you just taking time to stop by today at TNC and just stop by and say hello to my audience as well. And for what is your main focus this year?
For my personal trajectory, being on more podcasts, more interviews, being on more stages, speaking, even though it makes me crap my pants every time I speak, every time I have a speaking engagement, it's still so worth it when I'm done. So I love it when they come to my website and sign up for my emails. I'm a total geek for emails. I love writing my emails. People love them, and that is the one thing I can really confidently say is better than anybody else's.
I suggest definitely check out her website, connect with her on social media, and just, hey, if you have a podcast out there or a show or she seems like the right fit for your speaking engagement, I say connect with Laura because she's awesome and I appreciate her for stopping by today. So thanks again.